Welcome! This is Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motoring news and features electronic magazine. I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa. Here are the features we have for you this week. On Motoring Forum, we shall have an overview of the Cavite-Laguna Expressway project. Our road safety reminder on the Young Street Smarts portion centers on the proper and safe way to treat pedestrian lane users. This week's Payeng Chuper shall be about the impropriety of playing loud music in PUVs. The public service segment shall have the commuter's reaction on suggestions to government officials to take public transportation once a week. Showcase this week shall have the hatchback from Mazda, the all-new 2020 Mazda 3 2L Speed AT. While for race weekend, we'll have the highlights of the 2019 Vios Autocross Challenge Round 4 held at the Clark International Speedway.
All of these plus the latest news on the country's transportation and traffic management are on this edition of Motoring Today. Join us.
Suzuki all-new Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style. All-new Ertiga debut.
The things that make my day. My mini-me. My kind of jam. My passion. My blend of coffee. My inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
Welcome back. Motoring Today now starts with the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. After the project walkthrough of the NLEX Connector Road, relevant officials from the government and the private sector have formally awarded the main civil works contract to the construction company DM Consunji Incorporated. NLEX Corporation has officially appointed DMCI as the contractor for the civil construction works of the NLEX Connector Road's first section, running from C3 Road to España, Manila.
We formally awarded the contract for the civil construction work for Section 1 of the NLEX Connector project. We're also pleased that we finished the selection process and we appointed today the DM Consunji Inc. to be the contractor for Section 1, which is about 5 kilometers from Caloocan to España.
According to NLEX Corporation President and General Manager Luigi Bautista, construction of the ground is expected to start by the end of this month.
So the first, we call it board pile, will be casted by DMCI towards the end of November.
As a public-private partnership project, the NLEX Corporation is ensuring proper coordination and collaboration to the government offices and other private stakeholders.
We have a good partnership with DPWH, with PNR, and with TRB in making sure that this project starts on time. And I think it's safe to say that during the construction period, there will be continuous coordination and collaboration with all of these agencies with the end in view of completing the project on time in 2021.
Aside from Mr. Bautista, other officials present on the formal awarding were DPWH Secretary Mark Villar, Metro Pacific Tollways Corporation President and CEO Rod Franco, and NLEX Corporation Chief Operating Officer Raul Ignacio. On DMCI were Associate Managing Director Christopher Rodriguez, SVP for Business Strategy and Development Rebecca Civil, and VP and Infrastructure Business Unit Head Dwight Taala. The NLEX Connector Road is a project seen as a solution to decongest traffic in the Metro's major thoroughfares, EDSA and C5. Meanwhile, citing hundreds of different traffic violations committed by a public utility bus driver, the MMDA has coordinated with the LTO to run after him and the rest of these erring drivers. In a recent press briefing, MMDA General Manager Jojo Garcia said the unnamed bus driver has committed 533 violations since 2006. These include obstruction, disregarding traffic signs, illegal loading/unloading, yellow lane, and open door. This has alarmed the agency and immediately coordinated with the DOTR, the LTO, and the PNP-HPG regarding the matter.
Nag-meeting na po kami. Meron palang batas ang LTO, yung RA 4136, na pag ang isang driver na may lisensya nag-commit ng 3 same violation in 12 months, automatic suspended na pala yung lisensya niya ng minimum 1 year up to maximum of 2 years.
In turn, the MMDA has turned over the PUV driver's traffic violation data from 2019 up to present to the LTO for them to take action.
Lahat ng may huli na lang ng 2019 kasi 2018 and down, wala na eh. Kumbaga, tapos na, hindi na namin kaya habulin. Pero itong 2019, starting today, we will submit to LTO all our data for them to study and promise us na in a week's time, magkakaroon ng action kung ito definitely masususpend itong mga drivers na to.
Garcia has also given a warning for both the bus operators and bus drivers.
After, of course, the processing, ng pag-process po dyan sa LTO, we will ask for the names no, na mga suspended license and we will give this to all operators. No? So I'm warning all operators na pag ginamit niyo po itong mga drivers na to, yan po considered as driving without license kasi suspended po, we will impound all your buses na binamaneho nito. So wag na po ating perwishin yung ating mananakay. Yung mga drivers naman po ng bus, no, I want to warn you. Paulit-ulit ko pong sinasabi. Hindi po kami name-personal sa inyo. Tinuturuan lang namin kayo paano madisiplina. Tandaan nyo, ang hanap buhay nyo po ay magmaneho. Pag wala kayong lisensya, hindi kayo makakapag-drive, magugutom ang pamilya nyo. So sana tumino na po kayo sa kalsada.
Meanwhile, PNP Highway Patrol Group Traffic Enforcement Unit Chief Emmanuel Tabuena said that his team will help the MMDA and the LTO on apprehending these drivers.
Pag meron na po tayong listahan ng mga suspended drivers, automatic po yan, nuliin po natin yan sa kalsada. Pag nag-umpisa na po ito at lumabas na po yung mga pangalan publicly ng mga driver ng mga pasaway, we will help the LTO para po hindi na makapag-drive muna itong mga suspended drivers sa ating lansangan.
LTO Law Enforcement Service Deputy Director Robert Valera, on the other hand, said that they will act with dispatch and will observe due process for the drivers. Furthermore, GM Garcia said that the agency is also coordinated with TESDA for driver trainings. The MMDA said that eventually, public utility jeepney drivers and private car owners will also be subject to this regulation. Continuing, 15 units of Isuzu modern jeepneys were recently turned over to PM Jeepney Drivers and Operator Services Incorporated as part of the government's Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program. The ceremony was spearheaded by Transport Secretary Art Tugade, along with Pasang Mazda President Obet Martin and Isuzu Philippines President Hajime Koso, which was held in Parañaque City.
We are very proud to deliver another 15 units of Isuzu Class 2 PUV to Pasang Mazda Transport Group, which is in addition to the existing 15 units we delivered last year that ran from Manila to Quezon Memorial Circle Road. This delivery is good sign that the our PUB modernization program is moving forward, and that the transport group and riding public is already experiencing the benefit and comfort and convenience of riding the modern Isuzu PUBs.
Nagpapasalamat ako sa kanila sa pakikiisa sa progreso ng pag-usad ng programa ng ating pamahalaan.
The said 15 units started operations November 11 and are running in what they call a consolidated route. Minimum fare is 11 pesos.
Ito yung mga lumang ruta na kinonsolidate namin ng aming grupo. Ang ruta po nito ay Villamor, dating Nichols, Baclaran, Tumoa, and vice versa. Kung sa lumang jeep na typical ay 9, dito po ay 11. 2 piso lang ho ang diferensya for the first 4 kilometers. Succeeding kilometers, magdadagdag lang po ng sa luma, 150, dito po 2 piso.
Assembled using the Isuzu QKR77 platform, equipped with Euro 4 compliant 4JH1TC diesel engine, Isuzu Philippines said that their modern PUVs have been proven to withstand traffic and different road conditions, especially here in Metro Manila. The rear body, on the other hand, was designed and manufactured by Almazora Motors Corporation.
These modern PUVs are assembled using our Isuzu QKR77 platform, which is assembled at our Isuzu Binyan plant. The PUV rear body is made by one of the biggest bodybuilder in the country, which is Almazora Motors Corporation. These Isuzu QKR PUVs are equipped with 4JH1 Common Rail Blue Power diesel engine, which is a Euro 4 compliant engine that is environment friendly and really helping the government in having a safer and cleaner environment.
The Isuzu modern PUVs are also equipped with accessories for passenger comfort and convenience.
These PUVs also are equipped with a comfort and convenience accessories like the GPS, CCTVs, and auto fare collection to make sure that our riding public will have a comfortable and enjoyable ride.
Secretary Tugada stressed that the government is pushing for the PUV modernization program as it is for everyone's good.
Alam niyo ho, yung programang modernisasyon ay para sa kabutihan ng lahat. Kabutihan ng tsuper, kabutihan ng driver, kabutihan ng operator, kabutihan ng mananakay at kabutihan ng kapaligiran. Wala ho tayong hangad dyan, kundi ang kabutihan ng lahat. Hindi ho namin kinikitil ang paghahanap buhay. Hindi ho namin pinahihirap ang paghahanap buhay. Sinabi ko na noon at sasabihin ko ulit, kung tayo ay maghahanap buhay, dapat wag natin perwisyuhin ang may buhay. Kung tayo ay magbibigay ng hanap buhay, dapat ho, wag tayong kumitil ng buhay. Ito ho yung isang bahagi na hangarin ng ating modernization program.
Other key government officials present in the event were LTFRB board members Ronaldo Corpus and Antonio Guardiola, LTFRB NCR Director Attorney Zona Tamayo, and LTFRB Technical Division Head Joel Bolano. With this, more and more modern PUVs are seen on the road, with a 3-year transition period becoming a reality for the government's flagship non-infrastructure program. And finally, MPTC top honcho Rod Franco gives an update on the company's projects that were open to motorists this year, those that are under construction and for completion, as well as those in the pipeline. Metro Pacific Tollways Corporation happily reported about the company's 3 projects that were open to motorists this year.
In February, we opened segment 10 of the Harbor Link project of NLEX. This connects NLEX to C3 in Caloocan City. And then last July, we opened the first section of the C5 Link project of Cavite. This is the C5 Link flyovers. The third project, the first section of Carax.
Aside from those mentioned, Mr. Franco also said that the company will be opening another road project before the year ends.
The good news po, unahan ko na si Secretary Villar, before the end of the year, we are going to open another section of Harbor Link. By December, we will open the Malabon exit of Harbor Link. So we will be linking NLEX already to Malabon City.
also looks forward to opening more of the company's projects by next year.
There are more that are coming by next year when we fully complete the Harbor Link up to Mel Lopez Boulevard. After, again, the Silang exit of Calax will also open. Hopefully another section also of C5 Link will open. Expansion project in Subic Freeport Expressway will also be completed. So, also big projects forthcoming from the MPTC group for 2020, and even bigger projects in 2021.
Moving out of Luzon, the MPTC group will also open an expressway in the Visayas region.
In 2021, our big project in Cebu, the Cebu-Cordoba Link Expressway, will open for public use.
According to Mr. Franco, all these projects are a continuing manifestation of the company's resolve to be a major contributor to the country's progress. All these projects are for the benefit of the motorists and travelers in the area for a safe, more comfortable, and hassle-free drive. Those are the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. Here's Ray Louie.
Thanks, Suzy. The Cavite-Laguna Expressway, or CALA-X, a public-private partnership project between the DPWH and the Metro Pacific Tollways Corporation, has recently been partially open for motorists' use. Let's find out more about it here on Motoring Forum. After a series of inspection visits on its construction development, CALA-X has started its partial operations on October 30th. During the opening ceremonies, MPTC President and CEO Rod Franco reiterated the company's contribution to nation building.
We will be opening the first 10 kilometers of Cavite-Laguna Expressway. And for us, this is a continuing manifestation of our resolve to be a major contributor to the progress of the country.
According to MPTC, the CALA-X is just one of the 3 projects of the company that was open to motorists this year. Moreover, the MPTC top official didn't deny the fact that the company faced challenges prior to the start of CALA-X construction. But with the effort to coordinate properly with its stakeholders, they were able to surpass all of those and deliver the project.
As in many projects that we've done, the most difficult part has always been the start. When do you start a project? And each project has its own unique sets of challenges. There are many peculiarities in these projects, many obstacles that we have to overcome. But in partnership with the Department of Public Works, with the support of the local government, with the support also of our contractor, of course, and all the other stakeholders who want to see this project succeed. Because there's also the TRB that has been very supportive to all our efforts. With the cooperation and support of everyone, we were able to overcome all obstacles. And with perseverance, hard work, and teamwork, we were able to bring the project to where it is today, where the first 10 kilometers will be open for use by the public.
For his part, DPWH Secretary Mark Villar can't help but be proud on the progress of the project.
I remember 2017, itong area, somewhere along this area, wala pa, siguro mga 2 board pile lang ang na-install. That was 2 years ago, and I remember standing on the site, it was still dirt, soil. So it gives me special pride when I see today, 2 years later, that it's the whole Laguna section, and silang Cavite na yan. But this is basically the Laguna section. It's been completed.
Secretary Villar also mentioned how the project will help the motorists in saving their travel time.
After Mamplasan, another 5 minutes will take you to the Santa Rosa exit. But of course, pagdating mo sa Santa Rosa, doon nakaka-traffic dahil marami pong commercial establishment. So that can take you up to 20 or 30 minutes if the traffic at a bad hour. So ito pong alignment, aside from saving you the additional time to Santa Rosa, you also save the time and you'll be able to go straight through, and it's going less than 10 minutes because it's only 8 kilometers. So there's really a big, maybe you can save 20 to 30 minutes in time by utilizing the Scala X.
Furthermore, the Scala X will also showcase barrier-less entry through the automatic license plate recognition system once completed.
When this is finished, it will also showcase the automatic license plate recognition system, this new technology that will allow for barrier-less access to the Scala. So this is something that I think will also speed up the movement once we have this barrier-less. And I think this is a first in our, one of this new technology. So abangan nyo po.
The officials acknowledge everyone who has been instrumental in the development and construction of the Scala X project. Those were MPTC President and CEO Ron Franco and DPWH Secretary Mark Villar. Our guest this week on Motoring Today's Motoring Forum, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.
The things that make my day. My mini-me. My kind of jam. My passion. My blend of coffee. My inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
Ako po si Michael Kaliwag, 12 taon ng patrol crew para sa NLEX SCTEX. Bilang patrol crew, handa akong humarap sa anumang di naasahang sitwasyon. Naalala ko pa noon, 2009, Bagyong Ondoy. Papatrol kami sa NLEX nang may nakita kami isang pamilya na natrap sa bubong. Kahit kailangan magpatrol, nagdesisyon kami na sagapin at iligtas sila. Kami ang NLEX SCTEX Patrol Crew, kaagapay at katuwang nyo sa mas maayos na paglalakbay.
Continuing with Motoring Today, here once again is this week's series of valuable motoring tips. We start off with road safety reminders on the Young Street Smarts portion, courtesy of Toyota Motor Philippines.
When driving, always keep in mind that you're responsible not only for yourself, but also for your environment. Palaging paunahin ang mga tumatawid sa pedestrian lane. Be patient at huwag magmadali, lalo na kung ang tumatawid ay mga bata, matatanda, o may kapansanan. It's always better to give way to pedestrians than to cause accidents.
Proper driver's demeanor, especially among drivers of public utility vehicles, is one of the major concerns we are addressing on our segment Payong Choper, courtesy of Mitsubishi Motors Philippines.
Payong Choper lang kaibigan, ako si Daniel Villegas, isang kapwa New Choper. Iwasan po natin ang pagpatugtog ng sobrang lakas ng musika sa ating sakyan, lalo na habang ito'y tumatakbo sa daan.
Dapat nating malaman na ang pagpapatugtog ng loud music sa loob ng sasakyan, pampasahero man ito o pribado, ay di lamang nakakapwerhisyo. Ito rin ay delikado. Kapag tayo ay nagpapatugtog ng malakas, ito ay nagdudulot ng ingay at nakakaabala rin sa ibang tao. Ang atensyon natin ay nababaling sa musika at hindi sa pagmamaneho natin. At kung tayo ay distracted, hindi tayo alerto sa mga nangyayari sa ating kapaligiran. Kapag ito ang nangyari, di lamang ikaw ang madidisgrasya, pati na rin ang ibang motorista.
Kaya palaging tandaan, habang tayo ay nagmamaneho, lagi tayong alisto sa ating paligid. Ito po si Daniel Villegas, Payong Choper lang, kaibigan mula sa isang kapwa New Choper.
The things that make my day. My mini-me. My kind of jam. My passion. My blend of coffee. My inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
NLEX Viaje Tips presents Healthy Road Trip. It's time for that much-awaited vacation, but here are a few things to watch out for. Sitting for long periods of time can form blood clots in your body like in the legs. To avoid that, stop for a quick break, get up, and move around to get your blood pumping. Car air conditioners speed up dehydration, so make sure to drink water frequently. Lastly, while driving, protect your eyes from the sun by wearing UV blocking sunglasses. And for a smoother trip up north, you can now drive all the way to your destination with one RFID. Get your Easy Trip RFID sticker now.
We're back. We now welcome you to Motoring Today's World of Motorsports. We start with the latest news and developments. A motorsports event that has just ended and has seen the emergence of new local racing heroes is the 2019 Vios Racing Festival. The final leg of the Vios Autocross Challenge and the final 3 races of the Vios Circuit Championship, the 2 principal events of the Vios Racing Festival, again drew a host of spectators and participants to the Clark International Speedway for 2 days of festivities. Angel Perez of Wheels Philippines emerged as the champion for the media class of the Vios Autocross Challenge, relegating 3-leg champion Jose Alteveros of Auto Industria to first runner-up. Raymond Figueres of Top Gear Philippines was second runner-up. The young phenom, Inigo Anton, continued to dominate the car club class and was back on top of the podium as champion, sweeping all 4 Vios Autocross Challenge races scheduled this year. Another young gun and emerging racer, Cody Nang, was first runner-up while Mickey Carbonell joined the young ones on the podium as second runner-up. Vince Van Torp was champion of the social media personalities class. Jun Sunga was first runner-up and Ref Bangsil was second runner-up. The final 3 races of the Vios Circuit Championship was again action-packed as the combined grid for the 3 classes made for a crowd-starting grid of the One Make Race series using stock all-new Vios units, modified only for safety. Troy Montero won all 3 races on schedule in the celebrity class with Aubrey Miles and Gretchen Ho joining him on the podium for Race 7, 2nd and 3rd respectively. Aubrey was back second on the podium for Race 8 with Gerald Anderson in 3rd. He moved up to second in Race 9 with Daniel Matsunaga joining him and Troy on podium by finishing 3rd ahead of Aubrey in 4th. Francis Adriano and Darrell Garbes finished 1-2 in races 7 and 8 of the promotional class. Julian Tang was 3rd in Race 7 while Ellis Minorca was 3rd in Race 8. In Race 9, Julian topped the promotional class. Ellis was 2nd and Ian Rosales 3rd. The sporting class podiums for the final 3 races of the Vios Circuit Championship seemed like a game of musical chairs. Race 7 saw John Dizon in 1st place, Mark Seung in 2nd, and Red Diwa in 3rd. Lawrence Seno was on the top of the podium in Race 8. Mark was back in 2nd, with Jel Napat in 3rd. Race 9 saw John back on top, joined by Red in 2nd and Eggy Ong in 3rd. The highlights and sidelights of the Vios Autocross Challenge are up next on Race Weekend. More in the world of motorsports here on Motoring Today as we now give you Race Weekend. The 2019 Vios Racing Festival is over. It has been a true wackadoki experience for participants and spectators alike, both in the Vios Circuit Championship and the Vios Autocross Challenge that are part of the festival. Race Weekend was there for the culminating rounds of both events. And this edition of Race Weekend will focus on the participants of the Autocross Challenge. We're here in Clark International Speedway for the last leg of the 2019 Vios Racing Festival for another Wakodoki experience. We're at the Clark International Speedway for the final leg of the 2019 Vios Racing Festival. And it seems like the Wakodoki spirit fills the air around the track. There's an air of excitement and anticipation as the drivers prepare themselves for the competition. Friends and families are around to lend them support. Motorsports enthusiasts and fans of celebrities crowd the stands and paddock areas, all looking to enjoy the expected spectacles and attractions on the track and off it. As happened in the earlier legs of this year's Vios Racing Festival, there's no lack of thrills and spills as scheduled activities and races are held. The final round of the Vios All-Across Challenge again attracted a good number of participants, from Vios owners to car club members, from invited members of motoring journalists to social media personalities, all looking to set personal best times around a very tight and technical track laid out for them with cones. 3 races were scheduled for teams and drivers competing in the Vios Circuit Championship, with 3 classes: celebrity, promotional, and sporting, starting on a combined grid. There was exciting wheel-to-wheel racing among front-runners, the middle of the pack, and the back markers in every lap. The action on the track, the excitement on the stands, the fun in the paddock and activity areas, the number of participants and spectators in the last and also in earlier legs make for a successful 2019 Vios Racing Festival. Okay, we're here with TMP's top executive, Ms. Tini. Hi, Ms. Tini. Thank you again for joining us.
Hello, thank you for coming over at the Clark International Speedway.
Yes, Ms. Tini, this is the last leg of the 2019 Vios Racing Festival and the Vios All-Across Challenge. Can you tell us how the public received these 2 events that Toyota prepared for everyone?
Well, definitely for this year, when we started the Vios Racing Festival in the new format wherein we have the Vios Circuit Racing and the Autocross Challenge, the number of participants have grown. Actually, every leg we have, it's growing. Now we have 26 circuit racers and 64 autocross challenge participants coming from the motoring journalists, from car club members, Vios club owners, social media influencers. And it's really exciting, and I see a lot of people coming over on site, and our spectators on Facebook Live is also growing.
What are your plans for next year? Are you planning to retain the same format that you did for this year?
Basically, what we have now would be the minimum, but we will try to see. We're now looking at how we can improve for next year to have more engagement.
Sunshine Television's very own team member Matt Malyari also had a memorable year covering as well as participating in the Vios All-Across Challenge. Okay, so we're here with STV's very own Matt Malyari. Matt, kamusta naman yung experience mo dito sa Vios All-Across Challenge?
Well, napakasaya dahil maraming mga magagandang auto, pang racing, tapos maraming mga celebrities, mga professional drivers. Tsaka yung masaya yung feeling na ang daming mga taong nanonood dito.
Also having a memorable final leg at the festival was Mickey Carbonell, who had another podium finish to end the first season of the Vios All-Across Challenge.
Well, it's a fun and challenging experience for me, and this is the first time naman for me to race at the Vios Cup sa Racing Festival, especially with the Vios Autocross Challenge, and it gave me a lot of learnings as well in driving and making new friends as well here at the track. I feel so lucky naman. I didn't really expect naman to be on the podium every round, but I'm always challenging myself to be faster every round, and unfortunately, may mga kalabang ko, mga bata, magagaan, and me, I'm a big guy, so it's a big weight difference then between the Inigo and Cody Nang. So, ang gagaan nila. Pero I'm trying my best naman to catch up with them, and yan man, sineswerte naman.
Motorsports is no longer the exclusive domain of men, and Vios Racing Festival is proof of this, with the likes of Ellis Minorca landing on the podium multiple times racing in the promotional class of the Vios Circuit Championship, as well as Aubrey Miles and Gretchen Ho in the celebrity class. Vios Autocross Challenge also saw women like Ariane Bautista enjoying themselves competing against men.
Actually, to be honest, it's really fun for me. I am more confident to pass through all the cones and all the obstacles because during my first time, it's my second time right now. During my first time, it was really raining. It was really pouring hard, and it's my first time, so I don't know what to do. What are the tricks to accomplish? So right now, I'm just really having fun because since it's the last leg, I don't want to pressure myself.
The final round of the Vios Autocross Challenge saw a blast from the past of Media Challenge champions. Anjo Perez ruled many races held by auto manufacturers for members of media. And this time he found himself back on top of the podium in the Vios Autocross Challenge's media class.
Actually, it's, I enjoyed it very much. No? I haven't driven a Vios Cup car in 4 years, and getting back behind the wheel is really great. The new Vios that they use is very nimble, especially in tight corners, the chicanes. I really like it, and the acceleration is very good, and even the braking. It really is fun. The competitors, there was more than 20 of us competing in this division. My target was just to get into the top 10. I was surprised battling with the top driver, Jose Altaveros. His age is more than double what my age is. So that's an achievement for me.
Perhaps Matt Malyari speaks for all who participated and experienced the Wakadoki spirit brought by the just-ended Vios Racing Festival when asked about a possible return. So given a chance ulit next year, kung i-invite ka, sasali ka ba ulit?
Kung bibigyan tayong pagkakataon ng Toyota Motor Philippines, sasali pa rin tayo.
Okay, that's it for STV's very own Matt Malyari. That does it for our coverage of the 2019 Vios Racing Festival. Be sure to check us out next week for more Race Weekend. As this season ends, we're sure that Toyota Motor Philippines will come up with more Wakadoki ideas next year. Meanwhile, this early, many of this year's weekend race warriors are already looking forward to the next Vios Autocross Challenge. That's this week's World of Motorsports. Motoring Today continues right after this break.
The things that make my day. My Mini-Me, my kind of jam, my passion, my blend of coffee, my inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
Suzuki all-new Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style. All-new Ertiga debut.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry now takes center stage.
We are now in Tokyo, Japan, and participating in Tokyo Motor Show. We are just in front of Honda booth.
We just witnessed the launching of a Honda product here. And basically the concept that was explained by President Hachigo was that how to enhance the people's life by introducing this product today.
Japan is the base of Honda, so therefore many new technologies will be launched here. So as such, we wanted the media to see how good Honda technology is. That's why we brought many media friends to Tokyo Motor Show.
Honda is going to venture into electrification because by 2030, the vision of the Honda is to have electrification of 2/3 of its automobile by 2030. We have showcased the Honda E, which means that Honda is going to venture into electrification. It's not only about electrification, but it has also introduced the technology of Honda.
So we are planning many vehicles to launch. So therefore, please look forward to receiving new information from Honda. We are making many researches and development to launch good models in Philippines also.
We're currently in Tokyo Big Sight for the 2019 Tokyo Motor Show. We're unveiling the LF30 for Lexus. We're featuring the LF30 as the future of Lexus electrified vehicles. The LF30, as you can see, has a totally different architecture from what we have in our normal cars today. It doesn't have an internal combustion anymore. It's running on batteries. It has 4 electric motors, 1 motor per each wheel. As you can see on the design, the space in the interior is larger now. It's more for the comfortability of the people driving inside and also for autonomous driving. It features steer-by-wire and posture control. Steer-by-wire meaning there are no more mechanical connections to the vehicle. It's all computer controlled. Posture control meaning you can control each power to each individual wheel for giving this feeling of sporty, dynamic driving for the LF30. Lexus now, we have shifted to a luxury lifestyle brand already. Before, Lexus was known to be boring vehicles, but now that our styling has become more dynamic, more sporty, more emotional, you can see a lot of more exciting stuff coming out from Lexus in the future. Lexus Electrified is the future for Lexus.
What we've seen is a different kind of motor show today. Actually, we have not seen cars. That's how Toyota is looking forward. No? It's really about artificial intelligence, intelligence automation. So this is where Toyota is heading to. Toyota has transformed from a car company to a mobility company. So it's not just about the car itself or selling cars, but it's really about moving people.
Looking at the future of mobility, even people with disability or maybe senior citizens or people living alone will benefit from these types of technology. So I think it is a good direction for us in the future, especially for Toyota as one of the biggest automotive companies to invest in something like this.
We've had the current generation CX-5 since 2017. So now, Mazda has always been continuously developing their products, making sure that their products stay at the premium level and make sure that they drive as well as anyone would want them to be. So for 2020, we are introducing 3 Skyactiv G CX-5 variants. So these are all gasoline powered. We have a 2-liter Skyactiv G and a 2.5-liter Skyactiv G. It's hard to see on the exterior what's different, but most of the changes happened underneath the hood, specifically in the suspension. So the 2020 CX-5 is smoother riding. It has a bigger shock absorber, more aligned springs, and all of that have been improvements to make sure that the 2020 generation CX-5 rides better than the previous one. So all of these improvements, all of these lend towards a better Jinbaitai feel where the driver and the car are connected. For the 2-wheel drive sport version. So we have, aside from GVC Plus, which aids in stabilizing the car through corners by detuning the engine, lowering the torque while turning, so thereby getting you a smoother ride. Aside from that, we also have now with a 7-inch TFT instrument cluster display. That's new, the same as the Mazda 3 and the Mazda 6 that has come before it. And then our Mazda Connect system now comes with smartphone mirroring, so Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are accepted. And then also we have new features inside the car, auto hold for the 2-wheel drive version. We also have 17-inch wheels and the new leather fabric with orange piping. So those are the little improvements that we've done so far. The new air conditioning controls are also aligned with the Mazda 3 and the Mazda 6 that came before it. Mazda people, Mazda fans, this is what you've been waiting for, a 2-wheel drive Mazda CX-5 with all the bells and whistles of the all-wheel drive in a diesel. So if you want to consider this as your next car, do drop by our 20 Mazda dealerships around the country. Make sure you get to test drive it and make sure you get to see and compare the difference between this and the competitors. For sure, if not just for the driving, all the specs will definitely wow you.
We're here tonight at the Peugeot Pasig dealership to launch the new 588 SUV. It's our 7-seater SUV, and it is a big upgrade from our current variant. And it's got a lot of features that are new in the segment, not just for Peugeot, but also throughout that SUV range. Now we have full leather seats, where before we had a combination of leather and fabric. Now we also have a panoramic glass roof, which we had in our previous variants. But most importantly, for me, what we have here that other vehicles do not have is what we call the ADAS, or the Advanced Driver Assistance Systems. Now the ADAS is a combination of several other safety features that are not normally found in other cars. You have active lane departure, you have adaptive cruise control, you have grip control, several features that you would not expect to be in a car that is worth 2,190,000 pesos. Safety features that are added upon our already stacked 588 SUV offering. We have now chrome on our side mirrors and a slightly different set of rims, but basically it's the same front end, it's the same rear end that you see, pretty much the same colors. Basically you get the same car with a lot more features for a price point that is very, very competitive. I'd like to invite all of the viewers out there to come visit our showrooms. Here in Pasig we have one, in Alabang we have one, in Quezon Avenue, in Pampanga, and in Iloilo. We're all over the place, and we'd like you to come visit us to check out the new 588 and also the new 388 SUVs.
We have more about the local auto industry as we now give you our Car of the Week on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. The Mazda 3 has been thriving in the market for so long, it's probably among the most sought-after hatchbacks. But what's new with the latest version? We'll find out in this week's Showcase. That was the 2020 Mazda 3 Speed, a car that carries such legacy in its name. Our featured vehicle in this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
Drive worry-free with Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program with a free 24-hour nationwide roadside assistance included with your comprehensive auto insurance. Rest assured, we'll take care of you and your car wherever you are. Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program, 100% worry-free driving.
The things that make my day. My mini-me, my kind of jam, my passion, my blend of coffee, my inspiration. That's all good with the all-new Vios. My Vios, my drive.
We now have our public service segment brought to you by Honda Cars Philippines.
Amidst a lot of transport woes that the general motoring public, most especially the commuters, are experiencing, there have been suggestions to government officials to take public transportation once a week. This, according to some, is for them to experience the everyday commuting life of the Filipinos. Knowing these talks, we asked some of the commuters on their thoughts regarding this matter, and most of them are in favor of the said suggestion. Citing the recent partial shutdown of the LRT2, one of them commented that it is now high time for the public officials to know what the ordinary Filipino experiences every day.
Siyempre, di ba, di naman nila naranasan yung mag-commute, di ba? Ngayon naman, maranasan naman sana nila na yung mahirap magbiyahe lalo't nasira yung LRT natin, di ba?
She also commented that the strict enforcement of the MMDA on the yellow lane policy has just worsened the traffic condition here in the metro. She then called on the government to fix this.
Ayusin naman po yung traffic kasi simulang totoo lang, simulang nagkaroon ng yellow lane. Lalo tayo sumikip sa traffic.
Addressing the volume of cars, which according to the MMDA is the #1 cause of traffic, a student taking up a transport-related course agrees to the suggestion.
Suggest ko din para maranasan nila yung feeling talaga na as a commuter, malaman nila yung feeling talaga na mahirap. Unlike kasi sila laging naka-private cars. Isa din kasi yan sa nakakadagdag talaga sa traffic pagka nasobrahan na sa private cars.
Meanwhile, another student bet to disagree on this, saying that as a true public official, they should be true to their service and know the needs of their countrymen.
Hindi naman po nila kailangan mag-take ng challenge katulad po ng ginawa ng ibang government official. Kasi kung talaga pong nasa puso talaga nila yung pagsuserve and nasa puso talaga nila yung mga kapwa nila Pilipino, kahit di po nila gawin yun, alam nila yung pakiramdam na kahit di namin sabihin sa kanila, alam nila yung hinanaing namin bilang individual.
We might not see the suggestion to take public transportation as a solution to the worsening traffic in the metropolis. However, we do hope that the government should immediately take the necessary action on the continuing woes of the commuters.
That was Motoring Today's public service segment from Honda Cars Philippines. We'd like to once again urge the public to help us solve motoring problems in our midst by referring them to us so we can in turn bring them into the attention of the involved authorities. Please refer to the screen for our contact details. And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, don't forget to check us out on our social media accounts.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now in its 33rd year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. On behalf of Butch Gamboa, our dad, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
I'm Susie Gamboa. Happy motoring!